What's up? Um, I haven't done this in a long time, but thinking about DMX and his passing, rest in peace. Um, I thought about it a lot because I grew up on DMX and the Rough Rider anthems, and even my son. I introduced my son to DMX. The first DMX song my son ever heard, he was like 3. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at? Slap. But I know he had his battles. I don't know how extensive his battles was, but I know he had his battles, man, because he was in a satanic, dark industry. And not only was he in a satanic, dark industry, but he also went kind of far the way he actually also started to star in movies. So you know he went far in the stuff, you know what I mean? But at the same time, he was conflicted. So in his music, he would always say prayers in his albums. I don't know how old you are, if you got any of his albums, but I had most of his stuff, you know. And he always said prayers in his albums. Let us pray. He was a deeply spiritual person, or at least he was trying to be. You know, I'm ready to meet him because where I'm living they ain't right. White hate black, black hate white. It's right back to the same fight. That song was a whole conversation between him and God, where he played himself and the voice of God. Pretty raw, man. But he was always a spiritual person, and I hope that he's in a better place. And I just wanted to say, those of you that felt what happened to DMX, like I felt that when I first heard he was sick and he was in a coma, or he was on life support, I was like, you know. But after I heard it was an OD, I'm like, yeah, it was one of his battles that he struggled with, you know. But in the end, I hope he's in a better place. And the funny part about it is, right after that, I seen some videos posted up about people on Twitter trying to cancel DMX for his old lyrics and songs. Here's an idea. You, black people, black manosphere. I ain't talking to nobody else. Here's an idea. Why don't we cancel Twitter? Seriously, why don't you withdraw from the platform? Never bring it up again and let it die. So the people who want to be victim holder cards, who want to have victim holder cards on Twitter, let them have it. Let them have the entire platform. That way, they'll stop canceling everybody, and they won't have nothing to do now except fight amongst one another. I say that we cancel Twitter, we don't use it anymore, and we actually never bring it up again. Just cancel it. If you're on Twitter today, as a man, I don't know about women, all right, but I had a Twitter account. I never used it. It's just, what's it for? I don't know. You got IG, you got Facebook, you got Snapchat, you got Twitter, Twitch, you got all of this stuff. What's Twitter for? Twitter is for people who like to use victim cards, cancel culture and all of that. I'm not interested in none of that stuff, so I have no reason to get on Twitter. So if you are getting on Twitter, my thing is why are you taking Twitter content and bringing it to YouTube and sharing that with us? People who ain't on Twitter have no interest in it. Cancel culture, cancel this, cancel that man, cancel this man, cancel that man. We ain't canceled a woman yet. Cancel this man, cancel that man. Whatever. I think if we stop we stop giving attention to certain kind of platforms, that they eventually lose their power. You know what I mean? If we stop patronizing these platforms that are not in support of us, then let's withdraw. I mean, a lot of people have done this in different facets of life. A lot of men have withdrawn their support from women. And women are feeling the sting of that. So, in men withdrawing their support from women, women are being more communicative. They're being more respectful, especially in the black manosphere. These conversations are actually happening, and that's a very, very positive thing. But change doesn't happen until men move first. Withdraw your support from these places that don't support you, these platforms that don't support you. Stop being a kiss ass and stop all that stuff. And knock it off, man. The world is bad enough. We don't need any more frauds, any more fake, no more Derrick Jacksons. We don't need no more of this fake, fraudulent crap. We have real issues we're trying to get out and discuss and trying to find solutions. We don't need no more frauds scheming on the black community, scheming on black women, trying to take advantage of their naivety and their lack of accountability and tell them what they want to hear. That old Steve Harvey ass also. We don't need any of that anymore. Enough. These people are like the new enemies of the black community. Every time I look up and I seen something about Tyrese, cancel Tyrese because he said his mama was always drunk. He can't say his mama was always drunk. What if his mama was always drunk? He can't say that. See, this kind of stuff, black man, you need to start removing your support from people who try to cancel you. Like, I can't share a platform or share platforms or get on platforms that are known for exclusively trying to cancel or harm or degrade or degenerate or humiliate or destroy the careers of black men. I can't even support nothing like that. I'm just saying, just a thought and a suggestion for the black manosphere. Rest in peace to DMX, the dog. You will be missed. One.